Have you ever had one of those days where it just feels like somebody's watching you? Hey guys, welcome back. So far, I hope you enjoyed this series, and I'll do whatever I can to make it better all the time. Anyway, a few topics that we're going to hit today. 1, we're going to discuss Haunters Hangout. 2, we're going to hit the Artist of the Week. And then 3, we're going to talk about some new changes to the website and some different prop updates that I've done. So the first thing we're going to talk about is, of course, Haunters Hangout. So, what is Haunters Hangout? Is Haunters Hangout a Facebook group? Is Haunters Hangout a website? Or is Haunters Hangout a YouTube show? Well, truly the answer to all those questions is really all the above. So originally, Haunters Hangout started as just a fun, live little YouTube show that was brought to life by Jose Lopez, better known as Diablo85, and Jim Walden, better known amongst you guys as J-Wall Twisted Seed. However, I remember him as J-Wall 4711111111. Anyway, really get down to it, guys. I am a huge fan of Haunters Hangout and what it is and what it's become and where it came from. Haunters Hangout was a great show. And it still is a great show. Haunters Hangout, to me, in my opinion, truly is what brought the home haunting community really together as a family, to where people really knew more than names. It brought faces to names. It highlighted the things that people were doing at home when they're different haunts. I mean, YouTube a long time ago really was kind of the thing where haunters went to post videos of things that they've done or projects they were working on, just to show off and highlight some of their stuff. You know, there were a few people out there that had their own shows where there was really a face to their name, where they did what was called a vlog series, where there was a face to the name. You really recognized who they were. But then there were a lot of people out there that just made videos of the haunt itself, and they weren't in there. I mean, you got to see the name of the haunt, but you never put a face to it. Anyway, Haunters Hangout brought that community together. It was Haunters Hangout that put faces to names and people out there and gave them credit for what they were doing. Just a great show. They got everybody together to get in the spotlight for once in a while, to show off the work they've done, talk about what they did and their passions. And it was really there that Haunters Hangout grew. I mean, it took all the fans, all of us yard haunters that enjoyed watching the show, that enjoyed being on the show. We were the ones. We went to it. We're drawn to it. Such a great show, and it was a great thing. That first year was a lot of fun. It was a lot less organized than what it is now. I mean, there was a lot more drinking going on that first season than what there is now. But as with everything, guys, time changes things. And Haunters Hangout has really exploded and become just a phenomenal success. And I am still a big fan and supporter of Haunters Hangout. I mean, now the show is much more structured. You've got Diablo still there. You've got J-Wall who's still there. Now Brad Goodspeed is now involved, where he is just managing and watching all the questions that are coming through, either on the YouTube page itself or on Facebook. And there's a lot of interaction going on. Also now, you got 2 girls behind the scene, which are just great, which is Julie and Jamie. They get with everybody. They get the picture set up first. They get things sized up so the show flows smooth. They put them in order. I mean, it's changed a bunch. Any of you guys who were on the show the first year, and if you're returning to the show again this year, you'll know it has changed dramatically, and it's good. I mean, I remember back in the day, it was like 4 days before the show, hey, give me some pictures, what do you got, and send it out, and everybody was just winging it, you know, and having some fun. But it's still fun. It's still enjoyable to watch. And the great thing is Haunters Hangout is really now, at this point in time, it really has brought together the home haunting world and the pro haunt world. I mean, so that's where things have changed, and that's where things have gotten even better with the show. I mean, think about it now. It originally was just a YouTube show. Now it's YouTube. Now there's a Haunters Hangout Facebook group, which is almost at like 20,000 members. And then a lot of people still don't know that's out there. There is a website, which is hauntershangout.org. I encourage all of you guys, go check out the website. Become a member, set up a profile. It's easy. It's for everybody. They have a page on there. If you want to sell products that you have or promote, you can put that stuff on there. You can put your profile on there. You can promote yourself. There's a bunch of different things you can do at hauntershangout.org. So go check it out. If you're into haunting, which you guys should be, go check it out. Hauntershangout.org is a great resource. Also, you know, the Haunters Hangout Facebook group. It is a good group. I hear, you know, good and bad. There's good and bad on everything. I'm sure eventually on Halloween Papier-Mâché, there's going to be some good and bad on there as well. But guys, really, there's over 20,000 people on there. You can't catch every bad comment or every rude person or whatever it was. It's just really grown. But the good thing about it is Haunters Hangout Facebook page isn't by all means, it is not just a pro-haunt group. I mean, the home haunters are members. I'm a member. And the thing about it is, if you are a home haunter and you're looking to maybe dive off in trying to go pro or do some things or start a business, a lot of the times you can go into Haunters Hangout Facebook group, you can post a question, and there will always be people there to answer those questions. They'll give you some advice. Some of those pro hunters do step in and they give advice on do's and don'ts and things you need to look for in the industry, and maybe it might be a little tougher than what you've imagined, or maybe things are a little bit easier than what you imagined, but it's a wealth of knowledge. It's a great thing to look forward to. It's a great thing to go to. I go to it all the time, and now they're in the third season. Haunters Hangout is live on YouTube every Thursday night. Episode last night was just on. Watched it. It was another good episode. I mean, really, there's not enough good things really that I can't say. I mean, Diablo's a good friend of mine. He's always supported the things that I've done. I've always supported him as well. J-Wall too. J-Wall's a great guy, easy to get along with. He's a whole lot of fun. I mean, these guys really deserve a lot of support and a lot of love from the community out there. They started out with a small little YouTube show, having some fun with it. Yeah, you know, and I was involved in some of those first shows, and maybe we were a little vulgar, maybe we drank a little bit too much, you know, everybody was just having fun. No one knew where it was going to go to. No one knew what it was going to be capable of. I mean, that was back in the day when YouTube was really hot and people were just having fun, and that's what it was. Haunters Hangout. Haunters just having fun and talking about haunt and doing their thing. So you can't, you know, judge off those first few years and just say, hey, Haunters Hangout was a bunch of drunks. I mean, we did a lot of drinking, but it was fun. We had a good time. But it has really evolved into, you know, a monster. I think it's evolved into something bigger than Diablo or J-Wall or anybody had any idea of where it was going to go. But it's a good thing. I mean, it really is. Guys, it's really brought, you know, when you talk about Transworld, some of you have been there, some of you haven't. I've been there the past few years. I really like Transworld. It's a lot of fun to go to. It's a lot of eye candy there. You can really see how the professionals are doing their things and how business goes on the other end. But really, originally Transworld didn't seem to be geared too much towards the home haunters. You know, you came in as an enthusiast and it was fun, but there was a little bit of an air about enthusiasts being there. Most people knew you weren't really there to buy, or at least not buy the amount of stuff that the pros would do. But it was still fun to be there. But the thing is you know, Haunters Hangout has grown to such a level, and that's due, it's due to you. It's due to the fans. It's due to you guys who watched all those first seasons of Haunters Hangout on YouTube. It's you guys who have gone to Facebook and subscribed and pushed. I mean, it's the fans. You guys make it what it is. And it's an incredible thing. I mean, there's been a movement now where trans world is recognized home haunters, and whether we're not big buyers, or maybe we are, or whatever, but we're all part of this overall community, this haunt community that really keeps this thing going. If there weren't home haunters and if there weren't home enthusiasts, then there would be nobody to go to the pro haunts and check out these things that these guys put together. So it really takes us all. It takes a family. It takes a village to raise something, and that's what it is. So guys, go check out Haunters Hangout. It's a lot of fun. Watch the shows on Thursday night. You never know what you're going to get. You get so many different personalities. Anything can happen. Go join up the group. Have some fun there. Lurk around in it if you want. Watch people's posts and questions. You can learn a lot. So anyway, Diablo, J-Wall, Brad, you guys, keep it up, dude. I know it's a lot, and I know you guys have a lot to deal with all the time, but you're doing a good job of it, and it's enjoyable to everybody out there. So keep it up, guys. It's been a good time, and it's been a lot of fun. All right, so next up is Artist of the Week. So Artist of the Week is pulled from Halloween paper mache group. The group is growing, and it's grown by a few hundred over the past week. Like I said before, and like I'll continue to say, there are amazing artists out there, and there's some amazing talent that post their stuff to the site all the time. Guys, I'm going to try to get to all of you. You all have amazing qualities and put out some amazing things, and you all deserve some shout outs. So just be patient. Eventually, I'm sure your name will come across the desk and you're going to be on here. Anyway, the Artist of the Week this week, who I'd like to highlight, is, I hope I do not butcher your name, it is Sherry Colette. Colette, I believe that's right, Colette. Guys, if anybody watching this is a member of Halloween Paper Mache, you do not need me to explain how amazing her work is. Sherry makes some amazing things for Halloween, or some amazing Halloween-related decor. She has some incredible pumpkins that she does. Now, they're not, your standard Halloween orange-style pumpkin like you see here, or like what I like to do. She has a flair that's kind of all of her own. Go check, it's hard to explain, just go check them out. Her pumpkin's great. Standard pumpkin, big like anything else, but the details she puts into them, and I believe I've seen her talk about how she does it. I'm not going to reveal how she does it, but she's got some great technical scroll work that's in the clay that's on the outside of her pumpkins that just give it a texture and a detail that you just really don't see. I mean, I would think almost anybody out there who is a collector of Halloween or is into fine art or anything else would enjoy having one of these things in their home. I mean, they're just a great add, a great addition. It's beautiful work. I really appreciate her work. Also, she makes these great little cool creepy candles. They are very neat. They're a fun thing to look and watch and look at. And she made this little pumpkin slash candle creature thing that she turned into a Valentine's deal. It is absolutely amazing. I mean, just the off-the-wall idea and how to bring things together. I love her work. Her work is amazing. It is fun to see and fun to watch. Here are just a few of the pictures I have of some of her work. Like I said before, it is just utterly amazing the amount of detail that she puts in each one of these. So yeah, there's not much more I can say. Sherry's got amazing work. I love her attention to detail. I love her just different ideas on Halloween decoration. It's great. It's outside the box. I really enjoy checking it out. One thing that you may not know, a lot of you may not know, some of you may know, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to throw this out here anyway. Sherry has got her own website or blog spot, however you want to call it, but it is a must-see, or you guys must go check it out. And forgive me, I keep referring to my notes here, but it's hard for me to remember everything. Her website is called House of Dewberry dot, yeah, let me get this right. It's houseofdewberry.blogspot.com. Go check that out. I'm sure I just put it up there on the screen for you guys as well. I'll try to get a link down in the description below for you guys to go check out. But go check it out, houseofdewberry.blogspot.com. If you go there, she has a variety of different things for you to look at. There are some how-tos on how she does her little creepy candles and other things like that. Also, she has an Etsy store where if you want to go buy some of the creations that she's put out there, you can go to her Etsy store, check that out, and purchase some of the things she's made. There's a link on her site off to the right-hand side that gets to her Etsy store. So if you want to see that, just go to her site, go to the link, go check it out. And then there's just other things to check out as any typical blog website. So go check it out. Check out her work. Check out her Etsy store. You know, show her some love. She's got some great things that she's put out there, and she's got a very creative mind. I enjoy watching her post. So Sherry, once again, thank you for joining Halloween Paper Mache. Thank you for being a member here on this side as well. Keep up the good work because it truly is amazing. All right, so moving on, which is going to be highlights and things to
I got my own
the website that's happened.
Check it out. Look at me. I'm a dork. Yeah.
One more word out of you, and I swear I'm going to stitch those lips tighter so you can't say anything. Got it? Ha ha. Shrunken heads. You know what? If you make them, bag them up, put them in a tote, store them away, whatever. You leave them out all year round, they get an attitude. Trust me, just put them away. Anyway, change to the website. There's been some changes that I've done, and hopefully you guys like them. Especially, you'll notice right here on this page itself, the Brew. The Brew is now just a page for this show. So there's nothing else on here. It's just the Brew. But now you'll notice if you look right below the video, there's a spot for you guys to leave comments and questions. After the show, leave comments, leave questions, start discussions. You can start discussions right here on the site itself. You can leave questions here on the site itself. I check the site every single day. I'm always looking for new things. So if you guys leave questions or comments, I will check those comments out and I will reply to them as well. Just right now, so you know, having issues setting some different things up. When you post your comment, first it's going to go to a deal to be approved. I'll approve the comment and then it'll be public for everybody to see. As soon as I can figure some things out, I'll get that set up to where as soon as you post a comment, it should post right to the page, not allowing for approval. I'm hoping I can get that figured out. Maybe I can. I got some different security things that are on the website that prevent that from happening, so may or may not. Anyway, I encourage you, post your comments, put them on there. If you're a member, which you're watching this here, you are, I'll approve them, I'll put them on, and we'll start some discussions right here on the site. Now, as far as what used to be on the Brew, which was below these, which were updates and things like that, some, you know, just different things I had going on that I would put out, you know, update on a new project or whatever. That stuff has moved to a new tab. There should be, actually, if you hover over the Brew tab at the top of the page, you're going to get a drop-down box and it'll say updates. You click that update box and it'll bring you to a new page that'll just have all that information, all the different updates and things that are going on. That way you guys can check those things out. Also, so you guys know, I try to update that stuff weekly too. So always just drift by, check it out, and see what's new. It's hopefully be worth your time. But anyway, I'm moving all the update information there, and everything on the Brew is just going to be the Brew right here. And then post comments, post questions down below, right here on the site itself. If you guys are watching this from YouTube and you're not a member over at unhingedprops.com, I encourage you, thumbs up here, subscribe, leave comments below at YouTube itself as well. We'll get to those and answer those questions. Anything you guys have, just feel free to put them down there. One other thing we're going to start, or I'm going to try to start, is re-highlighting some old YouTube people that I followed a long time ago that were great. We're going to bring them back, at least I'm going to bring them back to the show, do some highlights and things on that. So there's going to be a lot going on. The show's for you guys. We're highlighting artists. We're going to highlight different people from YouTube, VIP members on here on Unhinged. Guys, if you guys give me some pictures, something, let me know. We're going to do some highlights on you on this show. I would love to have highlights of VIP members on this show as well. However, it's hard for me when I look at what you guys sign up as or your usernames that are on the website. Those don't all coincide with your Facebook names or Facebook IDs. So if you're on Facebook and you're on the group or whatever it is, send me an email to unhinged@gmail.com so I can relate your username here with your Facebook so I can get some faces to names and know who I have. If I know who I've got, then this will be much more personable and I'll be able to highlight your work as well because it's all about you guys. At least this show, The Brew, is all about talking haunt, all about you guys and different things like that. So, hopefully so far you guys are enjoying it. Do not forget, you guys have only got times running out. What? We got, today's Friday? Yeah, today's Friday the 20th. You only have 8 more days. If you're not a VIP Haunter as of right now, you only have 8 more days to get yourself signed up as a VIP Haunter to get you in the running for that pumpkin giveaway. So don't forget that. 8 days left. By midnight on the 28th, that's the deadline. So if you're going to be in on the runnings, go in there and join up. Like I said before, you can be a VIP member at the $5 a month level, or you can be a VIP member at the yearly level. Doesn't matter. As long as you're VIP before then, you're going to be in the runnings for that pumpkin. So don't forget about that. Last thing we're going to do real quick is a little prop update. So, of course, this isn't the Joker. I am working on the Joker really as we speak, past few days. I've got more footage. We just released a new video on that about the eyes and ears and teeth. Again, well, VIP guys, if you have any feedback on those or you want to see something different, email me. Let me know what's going on. Let me know what you want to see. But there'll be, and I have a lot more footage on the Joker, so there's going to be some more stuff coming out. He's not finished yet. I've still got a lot of detail left to do to him, and that stuff's going as well. But the Joker's big. It's a huge project. It's going to take some time. So as I'm working on that, we're doing some other projects as well, so you guys always have some kind of a tutorial going on. Look for, if you guys are lucky, it'll come out today. If not, beginning next week. We're starting some stonework. So in Scene Setters, look for a new tutorial on how to make a tombstone from paper mache. Now that first tutorial will be like most of them. It's just the armature, which is what you see here. And this is just a base, a very basic tombstone. There's not going to be a whole lot of detail into it. Just to give you guys a general idea of what you can do with a few household items to make yourself your own stone. Stonework and mache looks cool as well. I was surprised. I did a stone a while back, and I was really surprised with the way it looked, and I enjoyed it, so we're going to do this one. So look for this next week, step 1 on how to make a tombstone. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and until next time, keep making something from nothing, and have fun doing it.
What you want?